his leg doesn't extend that much, but the power coming off his hand is incredible.
Well, pitching from the stretch right now, he just seems to almost throw flat-footed.
And to be Andy Kick right now would be sore-handed. Even the balls that sort of get away from him are still hard thrown. Ross finds the dirt on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul ball. Strike 2. Two and 2 to CJ Arico. Grant puts one on the ground, fields it himself, puts it over to Tommy Hyro. 1 out.
Nice play by Grant Ross to get off the mound quick. It was a little nubber right up the third baseline, and he just jumped right over there, pounced on the ball, and then fired a strike to first base. Nice play.
Well, here comes Rob Coolish up now with a runner on second base. Scores 11-8 New Milford. Ross with a strike. Nice hard fastball right down the middle. Strike 2. Grant Ross really pitching the heat right now for New Milford. Foul ball.
Coolish did well just to get a piece of that one.
Oh and 2, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Rob Coolish up at bat. Grant Ross on the mound. Runner in scoring position. Ross with the pitch. Down low. Ball rolled out of play. And he can advance 1 base. Couple of Pompey parents getting into umpiring business right now. Ball rolled away from Andy Kick, and there's a little discussion on whether they should advance the runner or not.
Well, the question was whether the batter took a full swing, and the home plate umpire didn't indicate that he had struck out, although the runner took off for first, which was a smart play. So they are holding with it as a swinging strike that got away from the catcher, similar to the New Milford play last inning.
Well, Chris Casella on up at bat with Rob Coolish on first base right now. Runner on third. Two balls, no strikes. Down low. There was no backup there for Joe Russo. He turned to look to throw to second. Nothing happening.
Well, I'm not sure if there was a play on there. Andy Kick didn't really fire the ball to second base. It almost looked like it was supposed to be a trick play, similar to what Pomperog pulled in the last inning.
There he is. Grant Ross with a strike. Three balls, one strike. One out. Two in scoring position.
Lost him on the changeup.
Over Chris's head. Bases loaded for Chris Bezecki.
You pass.
Finally got that one right. Single. Beautiful play. Home. And he's out. And he's out. Beautiful play by Tom Hyro. Was able to jump up in the air and field that ball perfectly.
Beautiful play. He plucked it right out of the air and then had to make a really tough throw home. Andy Kick really playing almost a first base position there, made the stretch. It was a forced play. Didn't have to put the tag on him.
Well, 2 outs now in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan Fabrizio is up at bat right now. It's 11-8 with 2 runners in scoring position. And strike. 1-1 now to Fabrizio. Two strikes. A little diversion tactic by the runner on third base, trying to get Grant Ross's attention over to him and off the pitch. Didn't work out though. Foul ball, right out into the stands. Just missing one of the fans out there.
Almost Cupid-dolled one of the fans out there. Well, Grant throwing with purpose now. He's ahead in this count.
And that ball's hit solid to Grant Ross. Gets the out.
Good play.
And ends the inning.
Grant Ross doing a great job to get over there and cover the bag for Tommy Hyro. Ball hit just that far enough off of first base that he needed to have the coverage by the pitcher, and he did a good job getting there.
Well, it's the top of the 6th inning now. New Milford's leading 11-8. Really close game. Hard-hitting ball game. 2 home runs by New Milford. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after this.
Southworth Chrysler and Dodge has faithfully served the New Milford community for 48 years. The 5-star dealership provides a friendly and relaxed environment to make that big decision on what car to purchase. The right decision. With state-of-the-art equipment, Southworth's experienced mechanics can assist you with whatever problem your car has. With a knowledgeable staff, a great record of community service, and commitment to the New Milford area, Southworth's is the place to purchase your next car. With convenient locations in New Milford and Kent, Southworth's can meet the customer's needs effectively and in a timely fashion. So come on down to Southworth's, located in Kent or on Route 7 right next to the bridge in New Milford.
And we're back as Doug Passano takes his at bat. Doug's gonna go to Skidmore College next year. Probably gonna be playing hockey up there at Skidmore. He's an excellent hockey player as well as a good baseball player. See Doug maybe pulling double duty next year. 1 strike to Doug Passano, looking for the bunt. Joe Russo on deck. Passano, the short hop, and he's out.
Third baseman picked it up on the short hop, almost where Doug hit it his last at-bat.
Well, Fabrizi didn't want to make the same mistake twice, I guess. Little high throw by Pug. Strike one. 1-1 to Joe Russo. Joe ducks out of the way of that one. Two balls, one strike. Top of the sixth inning. One out. New Milford leads 11-8. Pitch by Joe Pug. Solid hit. Right into the first baseman's glove.
Nice pickup by the first baseman. It took two hops, and when it hit the infield dirt, it just stayed down, and he stayed with it. Made a nice pickup.
Here comes Sean Kaiser back up to the plate right now. Strike one. Strike two. Hard hit. Second baseman. Sean Kaiser runs it out. Well, that's the halfway point of the sixth inning.
1-2-3 inning for Pomperock. That should give them a little boost.
Coach Wren's calling for a lot of D right now.
So, Sean, have you been into the Hall of Fame yet?
No, I haven't. I've walked by it a couple times. Tomorrow I have the chance of going in. We're going to get a couple good, hopefully good shots of some of the bigger, well, everything's big in the Hall of Fame, of course. Some of the bigger memorials to some of the greater players of our times and all time.
And the great displays that they have in there, the wall of plaques with all of the players who've been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I hear the All-Century team there's a exhibit in there of all the All-Century players.
And doesn't Mark McGuire have his own wing now?
I'm pretty sure of it.
One of the exhibits that I've always enjoyed at the Hall of Fame, I've been here 3 times over the years, is the uniform display, dating back to the turn of the century up to current time, and seeing what some of these players wore in the 20s, 30s, 40s in terms of a uniform, and what the players have at their disposal today. A lot cooler fabrics. Back in the 20s and 30s, players wearing wool uniforms, wool flannel.
Grant Ross with his first pitch, and it's fouled off. Behind the backstop.
They take the display through the 50s and 60s and then into the 70s and early 80s when the uniforms became quite garish. The Houston Astros striped uniform.
some of the sadder times in baseball fashion.
Well, the Oakland A's really started it with their multicolored uniforms, the greens, the golds, the white.
Tom Hyro is going to field that ball for the first out of the inning. There's a little hop into Milford's step right now. As I say that, Doug Passano throws it away.
In the bicentennial year of 1976, Chicago White Sox actually wore navy blue shorts on some of their home games with a white uniform top that was reminiscent of the turn of the century.
It's going to be a strike one. Strike two for Grant Ross.
Ross on a roll. 2 quick strikes.
See if Ross can retire this batter swinging. Inside, ball 1, 1 and 2. Two and 2 now for the batter. Grant and Ross having a good day, both at bat. Catches him swinging. And that's 2 outs in this bottom of the 6th. New Milford can get the SEAC conference win right now, right? If they retire to the next batter.
I believe it's 7 innings.
7 innings at the end of the 7th. And Mike Esposito takes, Dustin Esposito, I'm sorry, takes the first pitch as a ball. Grant doesn't make the same mistake twice. He pitches a nice strike there.
Well, it's his 2nd inning now of pitching, and he seems to be finding a little rhythm.
Hard hit to deep center. Oh, no, short center. Leonard's going to let that one bounce. Esposito has a nice single there.
Well, there's that split second that a fielder makes a decision whether to go for it and try and make a spectacular catch, or whether it's better to hold up, let the ball drop, and keep it in front of you. And Matt Leonard, I think, made the right play there. It's only a 3-run lead. And you want to keep the runners off of 2nd and 3rd base.
2 outs right now for Mike Enriquez. And that's going to be strike 1. Grant undecided right now on what college he's going to be going to next year. Hard hit. Back over to Leonard. Runner stays at 2nd. And Enriquez has a single. Well, Grant Ross would like to get out of this inning without any runs being scored. Cedro Rico is up now. Ross with a hard hit. And he's going to retire this one.
There we go.
So at the end of 6, New Milford leads 11-8 right now. Grant Ross having a pretty good day pitching. Tim Mossback started off a little shaky, got into the swing of things. Chris Zerka coming in to relieve, short relief for 1-2 innings, and Grant's starting to close it out now. Matt Leonard's going to be the first batter up, top of the lineup. bottom of the strike box. 1-0-1 count. A little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matt swings on the third pitch, 1 and 2. John Wren is up next to bat. Matt put that bunt down the last time up at bat to score a runner. Oh. Matt runs on that, and he'll get there no problem. With the speed Leonard has, that was predictable.
It's 90 feet from home to first. I think he took 5 steps.
Long strides is what gets you there quick.
You know a little something about that, huh?
Yeah. Little track. Joe Pug checks Matt Leonard. Max back again. And he's out. Matt, just a couple steps too far.
You could see the lean towards second base just ever so gently, and that made the difference. He just leaned a little bit to his right, leaning towards second, when the pitcher wheeled around and threw.
Solid pitch by Joe Pug. 1 ball, no strikes to John Wren. Top of the 6th inning right now. Strike 2. No, strike 1. Well, if the weather's any indication of type of play, New Milford has nothing to worry about. When it's sunny out, it's a lot of scoring. When it gets cloudy, it's a little lull in the action, you know. Some solid ball play, but if it stays cloudy out, maybe New Milford can avenge the win. Little bouncer, and Wren's going to run that down, and he's going to be out.
Nice pickup by the third baseman. Had a little backspin on it. He snagged it right off the top of the grass and threw him out.
First 2 hitters go down. Chris Zerka up at bat next.
Chris Zerka with a couple of little flare singles to the outfield.
One strike. Down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Chris involved in that big inning in the 5th.
Strike 2 to Zerka. Joe Pug has a chance to retire 1, 2, 3 right now. Let's see if he can do it. And he caught him swinging. Zerka goes down. Bottom of the 7th right now. And Rob Kolish comes up for the first batter. And the first pitch, a strike. Grant second, down in the dirt, 1-1. outside, 2-1. Grant winds up, puts it in there. 2-2. Hit hard.
It's going all the way to the wall.
Right field. Gonna get a double off that one. Well, it's 8-11. Well, 11-8. Mulford has a 3-run pocket right now. 1 runner in scoring position. Strike 1. Looks like we have a couple umpires in the Pop Rock section. And the pitch. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's an ump in every crowd. Sometimes a dozen.
Nice little shank to first base. Tom Hyro fields it himself. And they retire 1.
Well, a good play there to move the runner over from second to third. Batter gives himself up, hits it to the right side, and gets the runner over. Now he's in scoring position for a sacrifice fly.
Strike 1. Grant Ross, a little too much power. Andy Kick, Andy Kick got the bad end of that deal. Hit with the ball. He's been blocking them all day.
He just used a different pad to block this one, and I think he's lost his breath.
Mr. Wren's gonna go out there and ask him
Not yet.
how he feels.
Get up and walk around a little? No?
Yeah, you gotta bend over for a while.
You gotta bend over for a while.
I took it in practice the other day.
Deep breaths. Tingling? Yeah? It's tingling. It's tingling.
Andy Kick gets up. Kick's gonna walk that one off. We'd like to thank Mr. Bob Keck right now for allowing us the use of the remote microphones today. The remote mics are on Mr. Wren, and it's a real big help for Mr. Keck to come and give us a little bit of audio help every once in a while. Really makes the games enjoyable. So thank you, Mr. Keck. And Andy comes back onto the field. A little sore, but in otherwise good condition.
Grant Ross finding some rhythm here.
Hard hit. Right field. The ball is going. Off the gate. Caught by Dzurka. In play. And he's safe. That was caught right off the gate by Dzurka. It was a beautiful play by Chris to let it bounce off instead of going for it.
It was an excellent play because if it had bounced off the fence, it probably would have rebounded about 30 feet out into left field and allowed that runner to get around to third, maybe even score.
Well, the runner on third base scores and brings New Milford's lead down to 2. It's 11-8 right now. Bottom of the 7th. 11-9, I'm sorry. Bottom of the 7th. Strike 1. Ball's hit grounder. Tom Hyro fields it. 2 outs. As the rain starts coming down. The mic. The rain starts coming down. People start taking shelter.
Right on cue. Bottom of the 7th.
Right.
Pretty steady rain starting to fall here.
I think they're going to try to finish out the 7th innings. That's a strike. They're going to try to finish out the 7 innings, and if they can go any further, they'll try. It's right now it's starting to come down hard. Three balls, 1 strike.
There's a pop-up right
Pop
down
fly.
the first base side.
Hyro calls for it, and it's over. New Milford brings it in for the win. 11-9. New Milford wins. Solid pitching by Grant Ross for the last 3 innings. Solid play by many players.
Well, it was kind of like last man standing, you know. I mean, there was a couple of innings there where there were a lot of runs scored, and then 2 or 3 innings that would ebb and flow.
Well, it was pretty good timing for the rain right now. So, I'm here with head coach John Wren. Mr. Wren, how'd you think of yesterday's game?
It was a great game. We really showed some character. We were down, had a little bit of rough time there. We left men on base early. But then, Sean Kaiser really came through for us with 5 RBIs. Andy Kick with a bomb of a home run, and guys got on base, and we were able to convert. And then, Tim Mossback pitched well, and Grant came in and finished him off.
And what about the whole Cooperstown experience?
Oh, I think it's been excellent. Everything went perfect. Even the weather cooperated so that the rain started falling on the last out. So, I mean, you can't do much better than that. And I think all the kids had a great time when you come here to the Hall of Fame, and it's really a once-in-a-lifetime baseball experience.
Thank you, Mr. Wren.
You're welcome.
I'm here with second baseman Jack Mangan, senior of New Milford Baseball. Jack, how was yesterday's game?
Yesterday's game was very exciting, very exhilarating.
And how'd you play, Jack?
Well, I didn't really get much defensive plays in the field. As a matter of fact, I didn't get any. But offensively, I was hit by a pitch, I was walked, and I had a long single.
So pretty much Pomperaugh was scared of you.
Basically, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right. I'll be back with Andy Kick, MVP of yesterday's game, in a second.
Donald. Yeah, you want to do something this weekend, dude?
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
Depression can affect people of all ages. If you don't know where to turn, you can get help by calling 355-0047.
I'm here with MVP Andy Kick, catcher of the Milford Green Wave. Andy, how does it feel after the little injury yesterday?
Oh, I feel stupendous.
And how'd you play yesterday, Andy?
I played pretty good. Had a couple get away from me defensively, but pretty well all in all. We did pretty good in the field. We actually came out and hit the ball real hard for the first time this season as a team.
And how was your homer yesterday? How'd you feel when you hit that?
Just great. I knew it was gone. I knew it was going to be a momentum builder and that we had the edge. And all I was saying is, I hit the house, I hit the house.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand up tall, Mrs. Robinson. God in heaven smiles on those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
And a high point scorer throughout the start of the season. He will be sorely missed by the team. And here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and here's showtime.
The Milford's starting on their usual man-to-man. Laws work in the old wheel drill is what we call it, a wheel play, where they rotate around and try to get guys to cut inside. Rebound, fellas. Here we go.
John Burke pulls it down for the Green Wave. John Law likes to play the man-to-man defense, and the coach said they'll either run the floor or play a nice slow game, depending on what they have to do.
They're starting out in their typical man-to-man.
Sean Hayes with the ball right now. Goes to the hook. Oh, passes to the Kitchens. It slips through his hands.
It was a good idea. He was open. He just was a little bit behind him with the pass.
Their overall record in Milford, 0-11. It hurts. Oh.
That's Pizarro with a long three for them.
7 minutes with our first points. It's 3-0 John Law. As I saw in Brookfield's game, they play it a lot up at the top of the three-point line. They push it around, but they can't seem to find the inside shot.
Well, each of their big guys is outweighed by 11. That pass was stolen because he threw it to the player, not away from the defense. Good timeout, Coach.
Coach called timeout. We got a pretty good crowd here tonight. And here are our cheerleaders. Zerka pushes it. Oh,
good side.
Stromberg wide open with a miss. Rubino's fighting for the ball.
That was a real good look by Chris. Yeah, nice job, Jeffrey. Set up, drew the charge very nicely.
Zerka brings it down the court from Milford. Passes to Sean Hayes.
Milford's being very deliberate. They've gotten two good opportunities. They just didn't get a good shot out of it.
Oh, another score. Turnover. Oh.
Hustling foul by Zerka.
And here comes Joe Russo. A really, really versatile player for Milford. I watched him nail three-pointers from all over the court last week in Brookfield. He's a really good player.
And the crowd really loves him.
And the other advantage Joey has, he's a very bright individual. At this time, he's on the waiting list to get into the Naval Academy.
Take her easy.
He stepped over the line, took away the attempt. Come on, guys.
Pitches with the screen. Zerka puts himself in the corner. Back out top for pitches. Zerka drives in, takes a shot. Oh. Rebound by Brandon Adams.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night. They don't get some extra help on the boards. They're going to need somebody, more than one person down there to crash that board for them.
Zerka poked that one away. Kitchens grabbed that. Looks like Tom Harrow is going to be entering the game. Tom, the senior, plays a power forward position.
Yeah, Tommy's got the muscle to help him inside if they could get him to go there.
Oh. Brandon Adams with a push. Here comes Tom Hyro into the game for Jay Kitchens. And he'll stay down there. Zerka driving, takes a shot. Oh, off.
Ball.
Hyro.
Right away, Hyro's paying dividends. Got that rebound right off the bat.
Take her easy down the court. Drives. Oh, what a shot. Shot goes down, take her easy, grabs it, grabs the rebound. Rubino struggling for it. Joe Russo grabs it.
Nice tip away by Chris Zerka. Did a good job. Got a finger on that ball, knocked it away.
6-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Milford's being very deliberate. What are you doing down there? What's doing?
And it's staying down there.
Good safety outlet there. Just get the ball in play.
And Zerka corrals him. Tries to find someone. Hayes with the shot. Oh, it's off. No one there to rebound that time.
0.
Luke Valentine bouncing the ball around, looking for a pass.
Running that wheel play, trying to shake somebody free, getting the Milford to chase him instead of be there ahead of him.
Valentine with a shot. Oh, it's in.
Vino was out there with a hand in his face, too. That was a good shot.
Brings the score 8-0. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Green Wave starts off the game slow, though. They get into the groove midway through the second quarter and then into the third quarter. So
the key is for them not to get too far behind here early so they can still come back.
Oh.
Elmer Duchesne with the call.
23 is not on our list, so we don't know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good?
That would be Ryan McDonald. Dick Riley picks up a shot. Riley, a junior coming off the bench, provides some good amount of time throughout the season.
And hustle right there. It was right there challenging that shot. Rubino got a piece of the...
Jeff Rubino with the foul.
Kitchens is back here.
Tyrell goes to the bench. Oh, all the way open. Can't leave a player open like that.
He snuck around the screen and got a little lost out there. The kids turned their head, and he came.
That was Brandon Adams with the point.
10-0. Not the kind of start the Green Wave was looking for here.
Definitely not.
Game's not over, though. JVs were down 10-2. Came back and won by 15. So, I mean, it's not out of the question. We just heard our cheerleaders. They're in a big competition tomorrow up at Chippewa.
No, actually, the varsity is going to be going to Pomperaug. The JV will be heading up to Chicago.
Okay, because I saw the shirts today at school. All right, thanks, Sean.
No problem.
All right, the Green Wave's going to have to settle down here. They're going to have to get some crisp passes, and they're going to have to hit some backboards. I mean, they're going to need some, you know, the shots will fall. They get some second and third opportunities.
Riley to the hoop. Oh, Riley stripped of the ball. Kick her easy.
So far, he's playing very well.
Oh, Riley all over him. Oh, that's going to be a back court. That's a back court. That's some good defense by Nick Riley.
Good hustle by Nick. Good hustle by Joe Russo.
He got him right. He got right in the face and did not let down. Zerka down. Passes it to Kitchens. Rubino grabs it. Oh, it's off.
Say, Larry Duarte's playing a great job of defense. Staying right with Chris Bezerka all the way down there.
Kick her easy down the court. Get down looking for someone. Oh, Russo takes a spell on the court.
But Joey's having a hard time standing up here. That's 2 times in a row he's been on the floor.
And it's white ball. Looks like Jason Duda's going to come into the game.
All right.
He's coming out. Jeff Rubino goes out. Duda, a freshman, getting some playing time this year. Coach O'Brien's building a really solid program for the next couple of years. Having 2 freshmen on the team this year is going to be really, really good next year when they lose a couple of their seniors.
Well, it never hurts to have experience.
Zerka driving. Oh, Sean Hayes with the 3. Oh, just a little off.
Good shot, though.
Kitchens fought for that rebound.
And a hand check there.
Larry Durante is going to get the foul on that one. A little push off.
Well, they got a good look at the basket there. Wide open 3. Can't ask for much more than that. And a second shot here.
Back to Duda. John Berg up top.
It's good to see John Berg back. He went out limping. He's back here, looks like in pretty good shape.
Hayes tucked in.
Hayes with a drive.
The first shot of the game. The crowd loves him. Oh, air
There
ball.
they go. Missing rebound. Zerka down the lane. Draws the foul. A little life in the old Green Wave tonight here. No spark.
Number 51, Troy Vatile, is going to be charged with that foul. He's the big man off the bench for the Lawmen. Oh, John Burke's going to cut to the hoop.
Nice
Get it back
pass.
to Kitchens. Kitchens. Dave Kitchens doing an excellent job tonight.
That's a good look from John Berg, too. Nice bounce pass, easy to handle, right where he wanted it.
His speed cutting to the hoop is incredible.
Come on, Jake. Green Way's right back in this game, only down 4. Nice spurt, little 6-0 run here. Right here at the end of the quarter. Less than 30 seconds to go. Gonna keep the pressure up.
The fire's in.
Don't let him run. Oh, good job on D.
Oh, Kitchens with a nice back pattern.
There goes.
Yeah. Kitchens
1.4 seconds. Got time to catch and shoot. That's all they've got.
Tom Harrell goes out, comes in, Jeff Rubino goes out. They have 1.4 seconds on the clock. Shot up. And
All right.
no good.
10-6. Green Wave, a nice little 6-0 run at the end.
And the cheerleaders will come out to do a little quarter cheer.
All right, that was a good 6-0 run by the Green Wave at the end of that quarter. Get right back in this. Down 10-0. Came right back. Showed a little energy. Got a couple of second shots. Got some deflected balls. You know, things were looking good.
Kitchens is good on offense and defense. Grabbing the rebounds, hitting block balls. I mean, he's doing a real good job with them.
And the other thing they did was they started connecting on their passes. Before their passes were all getting deflected. They got some passes where they wanted them.
Oh, John Berg with a cut pass. Oh, Kitchens. And it's going to stay white. The crowd was really looking for a foul on that one. Zerkin to the top.
Another good look.
Oh.
Get right up.
Kitchens with the rebound. Oh, and traveling.
A couple little stutter steps there when he got the rebound, trying to improve his advantage. Didn't quite work. All right, guys, let's go. Let's get it back. Playing a little scramble toward the half court.
Travel again. John Hayes cuts
Getting to the middle.
Takes a shot up and
Getting to the middle. Get to the middle. He's going to break that defense down. Really hard.
8-10 with 7 minutes left in the first half.
Come on, D! Oh, that's not good. Same as when the Green Wave cuts down the lane, it creates problems. When one of their guys cuts down the lane, it creates a lot of problems. The defense has to adjust.
Looks like Jay Kitchens is going to be called for the foul on this one. Oh, they left him open.
Same play. Goes out, sets the screens, and rolls around. Nobody picks him up.
12-8.
They've scored on that play twice now.
Looks like Jeff Rubino is going to be coming back into the Green Wave in a couple minutes. John Berg with
Open on the baseline.
Oh, Kitchens with the
is there.
rebound. Oh, stolen away. Hayes recovers. Oh, blocked by Pipperizzi. McDonald's going to push it down the court.
Good help by Kitchens that time. Good help by Kitchens. Got there, cut him off after you went around Hayes. One and one. Green Wave's in the 1-1. 6 minutes of shooting fouls. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
What'd you do to your finger?
If they can convert on these fouls, we're going to be able to start getting hiking the score up now. Joe Russo goes in, John Berg goes out.
That hurts. I know. That's one thing they should get hazard and pay for that.
Kitchens with the miss.
Grab the ball.
Yeah, number 25, Jeff Rubino is going to get another foul.
Yeah, they've got to go up and clap onto it. They're tipping around with one hand. They're fighting it from one another. They got to go up and get the ball.
Jeff is consistently fouling for the past couple of games. He's had 4 and 3, so should watch it tonight.
But that also shows he's in the action, too. He's in there scrapping. That's another indicator. If you're not getting any fouls at all, you might not be playing that hard.
Luke Valentine with the shot brings the score up to 14-8, John Raw.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Hayes with the ball.
Ooh.
Pass it back to the
Little reach there, didn't get called. Standing around here, they need to get some motion. Joey's popping out.
Russo with the 3. Oh, and he fakes it. And the crowd loves it.
That cuts the deficit in half in a hurry.
That sort of quieted the crowd down.
Yeah, that was too easy. Jeff went for the steal, didn't quite get it. Joey again.
Russo again. Oh.
A little long on that one. This kid can shoot these.
Another rebound by Law. Coach calls another timeout.
Yeah, Coach O'Brien's keeping a rein on this one. He doesn't want anything to get away from him. He's had a spurt there. Ran off too many points in a row for him. Rock and roll cheer from the Green Wave cheerleaders.
At halftime, we'll be seeing them do their competition drill out on the
Their
court.
routine?
Their routine.
Terrific.
That's what it's called.
Come on, guys, settle down.
Oh, Russo with his slippery hands. Just slipped right through. It was a little too hard with the pass.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent D.
What was that?
Jay Kitchens has another foul.
Is that Kitchens or is that Rubino?
It's on Kitchens.
All right.
44.
Okay, I didn't catch it. Thank you.
Lay down on one, I think. That'd be my jacket.
back, giving Hayes a break.
Brandon Adams goes out the foul line right now. That's a rebound by Kitchens.
Down 8 with the ball. We're calling for it on the baseline.
Oh. Rubino grabs that rebound, and he's fouled. Number 54, Brandon Adams. We're going 1-1 now.
See if Jeff can knock these two down.
Oh,
A little more.